talking to your phone, it can feel a bit or come across as a bit, it's not superficial, but then it's kind of like the phone is there and the acknowledgement of the phone makes it seem as though it's superficial when it actually is. I'm just getting, but I just watched a video of this guy. I love him so much. Down, I think he's called is he called Justin Scott or something on TikTok? And he was talking about like the image of God and like I guess like finding God where God is and God is in that silence and is in the silent. And you know how in scripture it says that like um I forgot, I don't know for verbatim, but the story of when I think he went up to the mountain. I think it was Moses that went up to the mountain and he waited for God to come and God was, it says something about God's in the whisper, like he was in the wind, like he was just a soft whisper, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's the story of Moses. I don't know if I'm getting confused, but there's something that is tied to the idea of God in like just God can come in many forms, raging winds and but most time when he speaks it's like a whisper, a gentle breeze, you know what I mean? And it's like I girl, like this is like a thought that is literally everywhere. But yeah, I was just thinking to myself, have I been silent enough? I've been on my phone, y'all, like crazy. Oh girl, crazy. Sorry, I'm just touching my breast. Because I don't know. Sometimes I'll be shaving my chest and the chest is the chesticles. Anyhow, we digress. So I'm like, have I been silent enough to hear the voice of God? And have I allowed myself to just be in the silence? To a certain degree, yay. I have moments when I am, but to a certain degree, nay. And have I fully been present in my silence, in the silence, to hear from him? And when it has, I've had times where I've had that. Automatically, once I've come out of that Zen state or whatever you want to call it, out of prayer, I just go on my phone. This right here, she's an addiction. She's the biggest addiction that mankind has. She a good girl, all cute and whatnot. You can use her for work. You can use her red. But this phone right here, she's an addiction. She's an addiction. I think, yeah, yeah. She's an addiction. Yeah. She's an addiction. Yeah. She's not an addiction. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was just a thought that I had in mind after watching that video. And I feel like I haven't been in quiet as much, you know? I feel like the times when I'm like actually quiet. Hi. Oh, hi, Ryan. Um, but yeah. So I was just reading the name. That's why I was just like, huh? But yeah, so I just feel like I haven't been in the choir as much. And also, what has happened? What has been going on? I'd be updating y'all because this is like my page is like my little diary or whatnot. It's so funny how I'm going from God. I feel like we should stick on the topic of God and just the Bible and everything. I don't want to say like I've been feeling very like, ooh, like recently, by God's grace, I have been feeling like emotionally like things seem good, things seem okay. But then, when you question, because things have been so good, you question, girl, what is happening right here? Because everything is not what it seems, you know what I mean? Where it's kind of like, everything's good, right? But then my spiritual health, because I have to look at myself from a spiritual lens, in a sense, you know what I mean? And guys, I be talking about God, I be talking about my faith and everything, just, this is life, you know what I mean? This is me, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be, and honest, I you are pretending, so much more happy ending. But, when like stuff's going on in life and everything, and you're just like, is this a bit too good to be true? Not like major stuff. Like, I feel like things have been alright, But at the same time, I have to like clock myself spiritually from a spiritual lens because I haven't been praying like that. I haven't been reading my Bible like that. But then at the same time, I guess like I'm questioning the fact of why do I feel so okay, even though at times I do be praying sometimes. I feel okay at times, but I've gone so long without praying and reading my Bible, and I'm feeling okay about it. That does not make any sense, and that's a bit scary. You know what I mean? And I guess like once you don't want to get to that place where the enemy can get you, and I feel like that's what the enemy can't do. He can get you to that place, or you can get yourself to that place, girl, with a helping hand of the enemy. To that place where you just see life as just life and that's it, and then you just carry about your days, and they just come repetitive that you just subtract yourself and you become so distant from the truth and from God, which is not what we want to do. But we's not putting the pep in the step to do what we need to do. You know? You know? But anywho, that was enough for. Yeah, so I need to really put my pep in my step. I say this now. But yeah. Another thing is, girl, I'm just like thoughts out loud, thoughts without judgment. What's been going on with me? I've just been leaving work. I had work today, girl. I left that place early. John Lewis will have you question your life choices. And that's why I don't know if you saw my other live. I don't know if that live actually updated or whatnot. But before I hopped on that live and I was complaining, I wasn't complaining about life, but having a little rant as in, I don't want to do this wooty woo anymore. I was really having like, not a semi breakdown, but I wasn't having a breakdown, but I was just like, this cannot be life. This cannot be life. Like, I really want to like, can I be a model? I'm like, I really want to get into my model bag, but girl, I just be looking at my hair and I'm like, I don't want to walk up into these model gigs with my hair looking like this. It's either I shave it off and it's bald, or wooty wooty woo. Not the American messaging me. Oh gosh, at this it's 1:49 a.m. in the UK, and this New York guy has just messaged me. Oh gosh, my life. That is a whole nother story for another day. Um, Actually, no, let's touch on it. He was just, God, should I expose myself? No, he was just this person, this random guy that I spoke to on this app called Monkey. You know, Monkey, the one where you can just speak to people from around the world. Yeah, and then I ended up taking his number. Well, he ended up taking my number, or I took his number. I don't know. One or two. We ended up on FaceTime, and yeah. Girl, it was giving. Ooh, girl. I can't relate. We on vacation. Who gives a nah, nah. This lustful temptation? You know what I mean? I got this feeling. You know? But that's him. And he messaged me like a few days ago saying, hey. And I messaged him like a few days ago saying, hey. And now he's messaged me talking about, how are you doing? Right. But anyhow, it was just giving very sexual, very sexual, very lustful. They're saying that he's gonna shag me. But I'm not gonna lie. I was egging it on. I was, I'm not, put my hands up. I must confess. I was egging it on, you know what I mean? You know, on the FaceTime call. This man was he was a bit nuts. He was a bit broken. Oh gosh, I should have. God, please forgive me. It was rough. It was a nasty sight. But not nasty, but anyhow, that's what's been going on. What else has been going on? I was telling you guys how I left work early today because I just couldn't do it. I arrived late, babe. I basically was there for like a few minutes. And I clocked out, girl. I'm so. I clocked out. I'm like, girl, Miss John Lewis will have you questioning your life choices. For real, when you're in that store, it's just like, is this the life that you want, girl? Do something with your life. Get out of right now. You know, I need money. But anyhow, that's what's been going on. And something else has been going on. I was gonna speak about something else before I got sidetracked and started talking about this American guy. But no. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna love you and leave you. This was like a 10-minute like blah 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 blah. Um, I can't wait to use this witch hazel. Really good for the skin. I did a little shop, got some Euphemol whitening. I don't know if it's doing anything. Gosh, it's doing something. You know what I mean? It's good for the, Euphemol. Oh, Euphemol is a good toothpaste. It gets rid of that smelly breath. You know what I mean? Some razors. This smells so flipping lush. Like lychee rose, tropical fruit, and water lily. I'm gonna go into my next Superdrug shop. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow or something and see if they've got it in my local Superdrug and buy this exact one. I saw it in the Superdrug in Central and copped it because I can't let this finish. This, guys, smells so good. Smells so good. Obviously, had to get our little Nala baby oil. Oh gosh, I said baby oil like, hello, no diddy. You know what I mean? No diddy, for real. No, but the Nala oil, the Nala's baby vanilla cloud nighttime oil with coconut oil, apricot, and lavender. So good. So good for the skin. And I obviously had to re-up on my other spray, my pina colada, because it literally smells like pina colada. Just the coconut in it smells so good. And yeah, that's all the shop has in. Obviously, I have my other. I literally love all these so sprays. I feel like my favorite so far, which has, girl, is this lychee rose and the pina colada, and the peach and daisy vanilla is actually nice. I had the other one as well. The other one I threw in the bin. Let me even show you guys my collection. I might as well show you my collection whilst I'm at it, bro. One thing about me and that stuff, but yeah, I threw it in the bin today because it finished. I had the cherry blossom sakura, and raspberry. This one I threw in my bin because it finished. My pina colada one, the pina colada and fresh fruits. This is about to be, oh girl, sorry. It's about to be the lychee rose, about to be my fave new. And peach daisy and vanilla flowers. These right here, too good. Especially, let me throw this in the baking shower. Girl, I should have bought another one. It's finished. Wait, can you open this? Oh, you can. I thought you could open it. Well, you can just pop that up. But that's too much effort. I would have used that as a spray bottle, but we digress. Pop that in the bin. I'm gonna go get more of these tomorrow. I might get another one of this because I really don't want this to end. I don't want this to finish. But what was I going to say? I was going to say, coming out the shower as soon as you with the water still on your body, once you've turned off the tap, girl, spraying this on your body, patting yourself dry, then spraying this on again. Then putting your oil on your body creams, and then spraying this again on top. My sister, my brother, they will eat you in our bedroom. You want to eat yourself in our bedroom. I'm telling you. You want to be fresh? You want to smell nice? You want to smell nice? Cap you a soap spray, okay? Good night. Ciao, Bella. Ciao. Hasta luego.